And welcome to Mad Owl Goes Racing, and today we're in rFactor 2 having a quick look at a few of the things that have been added in the last couple of weeks, which is a couple of, and I'm probably looking at the wrong one first, a couple of Formula E circuits. Berlin, which is the only one that doesn't have every single corner as a 90-degree squared type thing. Actually looks like it's got some interesting, more shapely corners, should we say. I'm trying to think if it actually reminds me of anything shape-wise, but not off the top of my head at the moment. And as I was already on it, New York as well. So that's more your, what I would call traditional, lots of bits of straight with big braking zone, bit of straight, braking zone, tight corners, Formula E track. Now, I will say before we even start that I'm not a huge fan of Formula E. I find it all a bit Mickey Mouse. Why they don't just race on normal bloody circuits instead of insisting on going to some car park somewhere to build one, because it's in a city, so we can be green. Yeah, it's a really green, you know, carting tons of shite all around the world, but it is what it is. Just for a laugh, I thought I'd pick on one of the Audis. I am actually going to drive it myself though, so you never know. And I don't know how long this will take to load, because I still find RF2's loading times are a little bit on the sluggish side at times. Now, whilst we're here, I was trying to buy some extra bits and pieces, and I couldn't work out which bits I got, and I found out I hadn't actually got the Monaco Formula E, which was a bit strange, because I thought I'd already bought it. Maybe it was I'd bought Monaco, not the Formula E version, but and I was trying to work out what I owned and what I didn't own, and to say it's a bit of a, how can we put it, clusterfuck would be a bit of an understatement. You go in, and if you look at the Formula E stuff in the DLC on the Steam page, you'll find various individual and small packages in there. So you got like the original Formula E with a couple of tracks, I think it is, or is there only one track? Then you've got like the 2019-2020 Gen 2 with one track, then there's by itself, and then there's with two tracks. So if you bought the one that's like the one with two tracks, if you go into it and have a look and go, have I actually bought this? You can't tell. You have to go into individual items one at a time, so you have to work out what's in a package, go to the individual items and look to see whether or not it says this is already in your inventory. And why is it in my sodding inventory? Do a proper DLC system, please. Yep, you might notice there's a lot of people whinging about RF2 lately. Now, I'm just trying to remember what state I set the track in. So, if I've left it green, it's going to be horrible. Oh, and I put some AI on, that was dumb. So, I'm going to be about 3 million seconds slower than the AI probably, because, well, now, obviously you can't see right ahead of you because there's that silly bar in the way, which, whatever. Have I got the pit? Couldn't remember if I got the pit limiter set up. Oop. Horrible curves. Now, this is the other thing that bugs the crap out of me about these. They build all these things, they put them in a car park or whatever. I think this one is actually a car park, I'm not 100% sure. They put all these bloody billboards everywhere. So, frankly, it could be any damn where. And you might have the odd landmark like this big, presumably water tower here, but frankly, a strange plane stuck in the middle of it. And I can't remember where the circuit goes, so that doesn't help. I've only done a few laps around it. But I find them, basically they're very bland. This one's slippery as shit. Presumably they're going, oh, it's concrete, it'll be really slippery. Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And I mean, the corner just disappears up his own arsehole, so... ridiculously tight corners. I did actually try this in some really slow front wheel drive car, and it was actually more fun in that than it is in one of these. And if you've got a quick kart, they're actually better for that as well. It's like an overgrown kart track basically, so... but... yeah. It's like being in a cage. So you can't see a damn thing. You've got no real reference points. And no nice scenery to look at. Not a tree in sight. That's how green it is. So that's a couple of laps around Berlin, which is... it's okay. Let me just put this full screen and have a bit of a look from a slightly higher angle. But yeah, it's... yeah. And the corner disappears up its own backside. It's almost like... well, I don't know how many degrees of corner there are there, but I assume they have to build them like this so that they can make use of all the regen. But Formula E, it's got too many gimmicks. The cars sound bloody horrible, and frankly, I really don't get it. But I still bought the bloody tracks, because I like to support developers. Yeah, I'm stupid. But like I said, the fact is, it's all boarded up. Just go and race on some normal bloody circuits. There are thousands of them around the world. Some in beautiful locations. I just don't get the absolute requirement to stick these in fucking city centres. Yeah, it's an airport basically, not a car park. I think it's basically on a car park on the edge of an airport, more or less. They built this, but I'm not sure if I'd rubber the track up or not. If that's got rubber on it, it's still bloody slippery. Yeah, it has got rubber on it. It's still horribly slippery. Maybe I need to do something with the car, I don't know. But if you want to buy it, buy it. But I wouldn't exactly go out your way to run to get it. And yep, wrong button. I meant to hit the exit button, which is underneath. Yeah, there. So that's Berlin. We'll have a look at New York, which I think was actually slightly more interesting, despite the fact that it looked like it's probably less interesting. I did do a few laps around here, just before I made a complete prat of myself, didn't I? rFactor 2 loading times, still not great. But again, you get to these racetracks and They've got loads of boards. They're basically made, I don't know how they even construct them. And they all look a bit, well, could be anywhere. If it didn't say New York City E-Prix 2020 on the top there, you probably go, well, it's just the same as every other bloody E-Prix track. As you saw, I was at, was it IIyama, looking at IMS2 the other week, and stunning piece of scenery. Go there, right beside a nice lake. Okay, it's miles up in the air. Doesn't matter, these are bloody electric, shouldn't make any difference. Certainly loads of tracks I could go to, much more interesting. These are mostly all flat. I mean, Monaco at least has got a little bit of a hill here and there. Goes up and down a bit. So, but most of them are pancake flat. Practically all tight corners. Thank you. Just, I don't know if you can hear that as somebody's bloody car alarm going. Me, 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 me. Shut up. Right. Yeah, okay, I'm going. And this annoys the shit out of me. I'm in a practice session. Why is that red light even on? Why? Come on. Because if I go, it's going to give me, I've got a drive-through penalty. I'm not sure which is more annoying, the sound of these cars, oops, or that bloody annoying sound of somebody's car alarm going off. And why is there no track map in rFactor 2 by default? Oh shit, brakes. It's almost got some hills on this one. But again, it's all stupidly tight. And again, nothing to see. There's nothing to see. Just boards. Oh shit. That was close. I mean, can the crowd actually see anything? Bit of oversteer. No, I can't remember, is it a left or a right up the end here? Whoever that is past. Now, I can't remember who it was, what I saw something the other day. Somebody was going like, you have to let the tyre pressures right down in rFactor 2 to get some decent grip, and I'm like, really? That sounds a bit like a physics exploit to me. You know, it's not good. Oh shit. Yeah. That about sums up Formula E. Bit of a crash into a wall. Right, again, we'll just let you have an outside look at that. About there-ish. Yeah, again, it's... I know, I think this one's in the dock area, so it's got a few containers. The buildings in the background all look a bit like, let's just make it as quick and dirty as possible. So I have to say, not overly impressed with these circuits. As interesting circuits go, they're not hugely interesting. They're a bit too slow and Mickey Mouse for my tastes. And basically, if you said, should I buy them? Only if you give a shit about Formula E. Because frankly, I don't think they're that good. And it's not like they're doing them cheaper because there's the Formula E thing going on or anything. They're the same price as every other track, which is like £7 or whatever. Okay, in absolute terms, that's probably not too expensive. It's comparable with several other tracks in terms of what you get. Although you only ever get one layout with these, so it's not like you're getting 3 or 4. So yeah, they are a bit questionable on value, so about as questionable as my driving in a Formula E car, in fact. So there you have it, that's the Formula E's. I think that's more than enough of that, and we'll get on to something much more interesting. Now, the car that appeared the other day was a Ferrari, which came as a bit of a shock. Now, they've already got a few GTE cars. I'm just trying to think what's already in there. There's the, I think the C7R, that's already in. What else we got? The Bentley's a GT3. Is there a GTE M8? Yeah, there is. There's an Aston GTE. Again, that's one of the official cars. I think the, is that it? I think there's a Porsche as well, isn't there? Yeah, the 909. So there are now a few GTE cars to play with, so you can have a proper GTE endurance race. There's things like the Norma LMP3, the Orica. So we're getting to the point where there are a few cars you can play with in the GTE, and then combine them with, it could do with a few more sort of LMP type cars to play with, but it's getting there slowly. I think we'll go to a slightly different track, like, ooh, how about we go to the Lemons track. This might take a bit of time to load. I don't remember ever saying any. Come on. It's like watching paint dry. Only boring. It's really exciting watching paint dry. My poor old recording software up on a second screen up there. I've just added the second screen, so I hope the lighting's alright because it's a bit slightly blocked. Oh, we're there. I think I'll edit some of that out because frankly that was bloody ridiculous amount of time. Right. Sound? Not bad at all. Nice pair of gloves. Got the old Italian tricolor on them. Oh, we have a green light up there, so let's get to it. Of course, you won't be able to see my tyre temperatures, they're stone cold at the moment. Goodbye. Now I'm only going to do sort of a sight a lap and then try and do a reasonably representative lap. I've got no idea if the traction control's on or off. I can't remember. And I do wish Studio 397 had sort of gone with adding things like factory traction and ABS setting, so you can just go, I want whatever the factory supplies. Now, one thing it does do, comes with several different setups, and this is a Le Mans specific one. Low downforce, as you can tell by the reasonable speed we're getting up to. Not bad front end feel. I don't know what it'll do in a draft, but don't be surprised if I spin it, because the only practice I did was a couple of laps on a gamepad. Yeah, I'm weird. Nice amount of action through the steering wheel as we're going down the straight there, and just feel the front end starting to lock up on the brakes there. You do get quite a good feeling for what the brakes are doing through the steering wheel, so that's always useful. I don't think we'll be too brave for it here. Feels like it might have a little bit of understeer, but that camera's crap. Could do with being adjusted to be a little bit more pointed up. Never sure how much to slow down through there, especially on the first lap. Ooh, bit of a lumpy curb. Right, let's see if we can do something even remotely representative of a half decent lap. Don't expect 3 minutes 20. Oh, bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. As I said, this is the low downforce. That's going to look messy, isn't it? Let's try that again. Right. Now, I haven't crashed the car. I'm going to try again without making quite such a pro of myself this time. It says stalling the car. Have I actually got a button set to start the bloody thing. I've made such a prat of myself. Right. Now, having crashed, yes, I'll give that another go and see if I can not crash. This car's comes with several default setups, and I think they put on a sort of low drag, go like clappers down the straights setup, and it might be a little bit unstable on the brakes. Either that, I was driving like a prat. Oh, holy shit. It does not like you braking when not in a straight line. Which is a bit annoying. So, just trying to remember, yeah, GTE, that's should have a no, should have traction control but no ABS if I remember rightly. Yeah, makes more sense than ABS and no traction control. So you do have to be a little bit careful on the brakes. Now I don't drive Ferrari GT3 GTE cars very often, and just trying to remember what the last one I drove was. Probably the GT3 in Assetto Corsa Competition, and if I remember rightly, that felt a bit sketchy after a couple of laps, and I thought I won't be doing that as my first ACC league, so I didn't bother with it. Ended up going for the most stable car available, namely the Aston, and really enjoyed that. So it definitely wants to try and throw the back end of the car at the sooner on the brakes. So do your braking in a straight line and it should be fine. Either that or probably change the setup a bit to compensate for the car trying to swap ends. I don't think I got anything set up to change the brake balance, so do it a bit more seat of the pants feel in rFactor 2. Sometimes feel like it's not quite telling me where the back end of the car is all the time. Mind the sausage. Itchy nose. That's a real pain when you get that and you're wearing a crash helmet. Right, now this is where I cocked up first time I tried, so whoa, that's so sketchy. I'm just thinking, it didn't feel this bad on the gamepad, but I suddenly remembered I got the old thing to help you stop spinning the car if you're using the gamepad, so that might be why it actually felt relatively stable on the gamepad. So what I might do is, once I've done a reasonably representative, I won't say fast, reasonably representative lap here, I might try I was a bit late on the brakes. I might try Silverstone, and hopefully I'll go with a slightly higher downforce setup, which might help. I keep wanting to duck to try and see in that mirror, because it's a bit, could do with tilting up a bit. I think it likes to be driven through the corners rather than trailed into them. It's fair enough. Be interesting to see if it likes a slightly different technique when you got a slightly different setup on it, with presumably a higher downforce setting for somewhere like Silverstone. Yeah, definitely wants to try and get away from it a lot, but you definitely do have to run low downforce around here, because you just lose so much down the straights otherwise. Some places you can get away with a bit of a compromise, but not really here. Like I said, I'm not even sure if I got traction control on. Due to the lack of a, let's say, modern looking HUD, with the niceties like, I don't know, track maps, and it was a bit wide. It's not inspiring a huge amount of confidence, this car, at the moment, with this particular setup. Overall, nice enough car, but I think to be driven for 24 hours I want a little bit more stability from the setup than it's got, so. But then I'm a boring old fart. 4 minutes 7. I don't know if that's a good lap or not, so. Says I'm second out of 11, is that because there's only 2 people set a lap time? Let's have a look, see what it looks like. I can't remember how you turn the labels off, which is annoying. Probably whilst trying to find the starter button, because I stalled the car, I probably managed to switch that lot on, so. Is it that? No. Aha! It's that one. I'm not telling you though. I have to say, it looks and sounds quite looks and sounds quite nice. Looks quite sketchy on the around the corner there as well. the classic over the brow of the hill, over the hill, under the bridge. I'll get my brain in gear and the mouth in working in a minute. Well, it all looks lovely. Looks like the suspension's working nicely. Looks like, but it's just so skinny winged. It does make it a little bit iffy to drive, shall we say. Just trying to remember how many different paint jobs it comes with. 6, half a dozen-ish, something like that. I think they're probably all very much official ones. Ferrari being Ferrari, they do. I'll definitely cop the braking up there. It does sound lovely. I think we'll leave it at that and just try a couple of laps around Silverstone in it, because I want to try the other car at Silverstone as well. So, where's Silverstone? GT layout? Yeah, go for it. Or should we go for the international layout? Could be really annoying and go for the, yeah, bugger it, we'll go for the national layout, because the braking into like the second corner is really tricky, so that will tell me whether or not the brakes really are a pain in the bum, or whether it's just me being useless. Now, like I said, hopefully it's going to put a slightly different... I'll stop moving again. I'm not moving. Wave hand, wave hand, wave hand. No, nothing's happening. Yeah, it'll tell me whether or not the setup changes to something a little bit more, let's say, friendly, balanced. I'm not sure balance is the right word. I mean, if you know you're going to be a little bit dodgy on the brakes at particular corners, then you just have to, if it gives you the best lap time, then you just have to be a bit careful. Is there a red light up the end there? Oh no, I can see a green light. That definitely needs adjusting. Right. Now if I spin off of here, you'll know that the brakes are definitely a bit. Oh yeah, definitely a lot more downforce. Yeah, I managed to trail brake all the way around there without the back end of the car disappearing, so. Too much curb. For some reason they haven't got the extra bit of curb on the inside there. A bit of understeer there. Let these two past. We'll let them pass if they get past. We can have a look at it from the outside as well. Nice shiny. Oh, don't hit it. Don't hit it. Yeah, you can tell it's put a lot more downforce on it, and massive change in balance as well. Whoa! You can still get it unbalanced on the brakes though. Just make sure there's only the three of us playing. I think I may have had a wheel on a white line there when I hit the brakes, because it shot sideways. Whoops. Wheel weight's nice. If anything, it might have a little bit too much. I need to trail brake all the way in there without killing anybody. I'm being a bit quiet because I'm getting a bit too close to this for comfort at times. Don't block. Just see if we can chase down this other one, and then we'll well, I think the general opinion so far is it's a lot better with this particular setup, much better balanced, and chicken. Yeah, much better with this setup. The Le Mans setup, you just have to drive the car in a somewhat different way to get the most out of it. I don't think it's a bad setup necessarily for Le Mans. Just you have to work at it to get the car to do what you want, or have to work at it to get the most out of the car, I should say, because obviously if you want to trail brake through a corner and the car's not going to allow you to do that because it's not set up to allow it, then not a huge amount you can do really, other than live with it and try and get the most out of the car. Obviously you'll be able to adjust it to suit your own driving style a bit more, but let's have just watch a lap or maybe two, depending upon how far back I just scrolled it. Oh, that'll give your eyes ache. Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, so much more stable on the brakes, like with this presumably higher downforce setup. So yeah, that feels really good. It certainly feels better than it did at Le Mans. Obviously, GTE, GT Le Mans, synonymous, so you're going to have to work out how to either get a bit more out of it, get it a bit more stable maybe, whether If there's anything you can do to stabilise it a bit more on the brakes, I don't know. Oh. I might have to edit this a bit. If only so you don't see it all going backwards. I'll try and edit this bit out so we just get the one lap. That's feeling rather nice. Ooh, let's try not to ram this car. Boring, still boring. Wait in the pits, chicken out. Yeah, nicely planted through there. Rolled on the power nicely. Could do with a little bit more understeer fade possibly. Again, cheap and cheerful wheel, so your mileage may vary. Yeah, that's certainly a worthwhile purchase. Now, the other car is radical. Let's get. Should we go left or right drive? Left or right? We'll go right. Right, let's have a look. Now, the new XX, apparently it's got loads of extra whizzy bits on the steering wheel, and have I picked the right bloody car, eh? Did I pick the right car? Oh, you plonker, you picked the wrong car. Right. Let's try that again. They're all right-hand drive. Didn't have any choice. I might edit that bit. Yes, we gonna have a right-hand drive car because there's no choice. Just trying to remember where the other radical comes from. Is that part of the Rita pack? No. Is it? Isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? Might be. I'll have to look that one up. Right. Oh, that makes more sense. Right. The first thing you'll notice is down the bottom here we have a slightly different. I don't know why I did that. Longer. If I press the right numbers, hopefully. Right. You should hopefully notice the steering wheel is more your sort of Formula style wheel. So. Hopefully you can see that alright. If I do the old seat bit, wrong way. Shite, wrong way. One of my buttons. That's really annoying. Right, so as you can see, it's got a much more Formula style rim with different display. So instead of having this display as a like a Motec display in the middle, it's now got that. We'll just seat our way back up. So of course it does mean that I now can't see that because my bloody steering wheel was in the way, but there you go. Can't have everything in life. Seat. Good old Suzuki engine in the back there. Yep, and you can still stall it. Just checking. got a bit of vibration on it. That's not fun. I might have to put some more damping on this. That's much better. That might actually improve the Ferrari as well when I do that, but that was slightly bizarre. I don't know whether they've changed things a bit with this or what. Still can't see the mirrors. These two past. And we'll chase them down. Right, first thing to say is, obviously this has got no driver aids as far as I remember, so it's pure driver enjoyment. Trying to rotate on the exit here quite nicely. Seems to have a bit more feel for what the back of the car's doing. Can trail brake, which is always nice. Carries plenty of speed through there. I could have actually carried a lot more than that. So you're getting a bit more feel from the front end now that the tyres are warmed up a bit. A hell of a lump halfway down the straight there. Quite a large drop off over the edge of the grip there. I think you can tell that the feedback drops off as the goes over the edge of grip. You can actually feel quite well where it is before you get to it, so hopefully it's not quite as bad. But that is monster fun. Don't brake, just turn in. Need a Formula rim. Just checking out as well. Just see if we can get past this one just for a laugh. It's not too badly affected by the arrow coming off the car ahead, so that's good. No. I had to take some slightly aggressive avoiding action there to make sure I didn't ram that up the butt. So, it was me just going, I'm going to hit it, I'm going to hit it. No, I'm not going to hit it. So, that wasn't the car being dodgy, that was just my driving. So. So, what do I think of it? Well, I'll tell you whilst I'm just driving around a few times here. Why can't I go back to that? Am I being thick here? Ah, because I pressed the wrong chuffing button. Go back to Irish. Right, what do I think of that? That's really nice to drive. It's nicely balanced, quite chuckable. Trail brakes quite nicely. Rotates on the power. Tells you exactly what the front and the back end are doing, which is always nice. And looks lovely, sounds lovely. Comes in right hand drive only. Sorry people. Come to the right side. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's that's a really, really nice car to drive. So, of the four pieces that we have looked at, which would I recommend buying and which would I go, yeah, I'll leave it up to you. Well, like I said, the Formula E frankly leaves me a bit cold, so unless Studio 397 actually comes up with a all-in package for about 15 quid that includes all the tracks and the Gen 2 car and possibly Gen 1 as well, 15 maybe 20 at the very most, and says here's the whole damn lot, I personally wouldn't bother. Unless you want to race karts and you've got a decently fast, something like a 125 shifter kart, that would be quite good fun. I did play with the karts around there, but I haven't actually got a shifter kart at the moment. And they're not too bad with something like a sort of Clio style car, something front wheel drive that doesn't mind really sharp corners and just acceleration and then braking zone. So, like I said, I'll leave it one up to you. The Ferrari GTE, nice car. Like I said, you might have to work at it a bit to get it to work really well round Le Mans. I haven't tried any of the other GTEs round Le Mans lately, so I don't know if they have changed the way they are doing the setups. So they've got all the cars have got a low downforce version. for Le Mans. I assume they have, because they've now done it so that it defaults to the correct one for Le Mans. How good or bad they would be on the brakes, I'd have to check, but I'm sure you could dial out any potential issues if it didn't suit your driving style, or you want to get it so it's a bit better on the brakes or a bit better on the turning or whatever. Round here, great fun. And this thing, zero hesitation whatsoever, buy it, it's bloody brilliant. So, with that, I will leave you, and I think I've got one more lap here, so I think that was the first time I just turned in without slowing down there. I think I was just lift, turn in, back on the throttle, and that was it. Brakes really nicely whilst turning in. Like I said, the only reason I had a cock up at the end there was I was getting a bit too close to the car ahead, so I didn't quite time my run right and thought I better abort. So, but great little car, great fun, sounds nice, looks nice, drives really nicely, and well worth your pennies. Now, all I've got to do now is find somebody to do a bit more RF2 racing online with, maybe, because you can't spend all your time playing with yourself, can you? Answers on a postcard. Right. Was this where I bollocksed it? Oh yeah, I had to duck out of that one rather a lot. I probably could have saved it if the car hadn't been there, but I was going to hit it up the arse if I didn't get out of that. So there you have it. Race Room's 4 newest pieces of DLC content. Two. So, from me, for now, stay safe, although you can go out a bit more. Enjoy your sim racing, or just your racing in general, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Where's my bloody button gone now? It's over here. Who moved it? Must have been me.